Another 3 points for Liverpool with a reward of 90 pulsating minutes at Anfield against Manchester United. The only team, of course, so far who've been able to take points off the so far Invincibles. And this is what it means at the top of the table after goals from Van Dijk in the first half.
It's over!
One from Salah at the end. What a performance from Liverpool in the end. But how on earth was it 1-0 going into injury time?
Yeah, and that indeed is the question. I think Liverpool allows Manchester United to hang around in this game. There wasn't much coming from Manchester United. A couple of chances maybe. Half chance by Pereira in the first half where he wasn't able to get to the ball in the far post. And then there was a real clear chance by Anthony Martial in the second half. But other than that, coming out of halftime, it was everything about Liverpool and very little about Manchester United. VAR got involved in the first half, and I think in the correct manner, although I think the application of VAR in the David De Gea foul, I think is incorrect in the sense that the referee sees the play himself. He thinks and deems it that is no foul, and so we're expecting for it to be clear and obvious in order to reverse the call. You can make an argument that was it clear and obvious? And there is a touch by Van Dijk on De Gea, but if the referee called it as no foul, then maybe it's a play on. Or maybe you just allow the referee to go and look at it himself so that he actually gets an opportunity to reevaluate the situation. That didn't happen, came straight from wherever it came from. So foul, no goal, Manchester United kept hanging on. Then there's an offside, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Manchester United kept hanging on. And there was a story of that early in the second half as well, where they hit the post with Henderson. Manchester United hanging on. And so, because they were hanging on, towards the end, it was Liverpool actually that was a little nervous about closing out the game. And it looked and it felt a lot like the Spurs game last week. But I'm not sure that you really got a sense that Manchester United was really going to come back into this game. And then Alisson with the long ball to Salah. Salah puts it away, 2-0. See you guys later. This league is over. Manchester United is going to struggle to create chances because now we found out that Rashford is going to be out for a while. And Liverpool continues to do just enough to win games, continue to advance. Everybody else just seems to fall apart. Manchester City drops points. Leicester does this. The other team does that. And they keep flying. And they're just looking down at everybody else. Says, see you guys later. This is over.
It was men against boys at so many phases of the game. The front six for Liverpool, particularly impressive. Well, the front three plus Wijnaldum had a great game. At times they were cutting through Manchester United at will. And yet, were you surprised that there were passages in that second half where Manchester United really did come into the game? They had their spells. And Liverpool at times looked as if they could concede. I mean, it's just been a case this year that hasn't happened. 6 Premier League clean sheets in a row for Liverpool, even though the emphasis is so much on what they do going forward.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised that Manchester United was able to regain possession of the ball in the second half and that they were able to create some momentum because everybody that has played Liverpool this year has been able to do that to some degree. See, Liverpool hasn't been as dominant this season as they were last year. Now, when I say that, I know, and I can understand that they are well ahead and that they're going to win this league. But there were moments last season where the game would start and you knew it was over before it even started because of the intensity and the energy with which Liverpool play. And while that intensity and energy is still there, the consistency of putting teams away is not quite there and hasn't been quite there for Liverpool. But what you find about this team is that they know how to win games. And you're going to get a lot of work out of the midfield. And you're going to get grinding work out of the midfield from Henderson and Wijnaldum. And they're going to dominate the game on the final third. And when they do get broken down defensively, they have enough ability and enough understanding of the game to recover. And so Van Dijk comes in with a header, or you have players recovering to positions where they can defend, and then they make enough of an interception, or they make enough of a foul, or they cut out the rhythm of the other team, or Alisson comes up with a save. Everybody is doing their job. I don't think they're at their very best. I don't think they were explosive today against Manchester United, and yet they're running away with this league. So when I analyze Liverpool and I say, well, they weren't great, but they're winning the league the way they are, it seems silly, it seems stupid, it seems dumb. Maybe I'm all of those, but I can tell you that Liverpool is doing enough to win games, and that's all they care. And that feeling, when you go into the training ground, when you go into the training field, and you start talking to each other and you spend time with each other, you enjoy being around each other because you know that guy next to me knows how to win. I know how to win. He knows how to win. That guy knows how to win. Together, we all put that on the field, and you know, even before you get out and in competition, you have a sense and a confidence that we're going to do enough to win a game because we have enough in this team. So even when they're under pressure, we know that it's just a matter of time for us to put it away, and they did just that.
The whole league knows that the Liverpool blueprint is one of success. It's just inevitable at this point that they're going to deliver that title, the first ever Premier League title. Those Manchester United players, having come off that pitch, will know that they've been in a game with a team that is really built in the way that it needs to be built to deliver success. How painful is that for them? And also, is there a lesson being learned by the hierarchy at Manchester United that this is the team they need to copy, this is the team they need to emulate? I mean, they're a far distance away from achieving that. The players know it best.
Well, and this is when fans from Manchester United, players, Manchester United as a whole, as an organization, they have to get away from this sort of idea of, well, but we played really hard today. We competed. We gave ourselves an opportunity. Moral victories are not good enough for a club like Manchester United, or it should not. And so, while it's easy to then go out in the media and go out to the press and explain it away and say, look, well, I thought that today the boys put a lot of hard work out there and we did a lot of good things, and even though we have players missing, we still gave ourselves a chance. They are miles away from competing with Liverpool or Manchester City even on a consistent basis. They may, on a day, be competitive. They may, over the course of 20 minutes, be competitive. But on the whole, it is a large distance, and one that is getting larger. It is getting difficult for Manchester United to truly see where Liverpool is and where Manchester City is and say, we are taking steps in closing that gap. That's not quite the case. Liverpool keeps moving in that direction. Manchester City keeps getting healthier. They'll continue to move in that direction, whereas Manchester United, it's one step forward, two steps back. And that gap keeps getting bigger, and it's going to be a long time until they close it.
Yes, well, the whole league is seeing Liverpool disappear into the distance at 16 points now, and a game in hand, full round of midweek fixtures as well. It doesn't matter at the moment for Liverpool who comes to face them. No one's good enough.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.